Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How's everybody doing today? We're doing good here. Thomas is awake, so for those of you that are new here, I do have a special needs child. You'll hear him in the background clapping his hands and making noise because he's jealous of this camera and my time. Anyway, I got a bunch of samples and stuff that I've never used on my channel before, so I thought we'd have like a little chatty get ready with me style video just to, yeah, break up the monotony. So without further ado, let's get into this chit chat. Get ready with me. Okay, no new brows or eye primer, so I just used my $1 Billion Brows and my Anastasia eye primer. I was gonna use this mineral, it's called Youngblood Mineral Primer, naturally rich in nutrients, vitamin E, and minerals. But I wanted to use this Smashbox foundation, and I want to check in with you guys, so I might save this for another video and go ahead and get my Smashbox soaking into my skin. This is the photo finish. So I'm not sure how I feel about this primer. I definitely don't like it as much as my Hourglass. I can definitely say that. I mean, it feels silky, but I mean, you know, I don't know how I like it with foundations, the foundations I have. So I'm curious to see how it'll lay down on my on this Smashbox foundation. Hopefully the shade isn't too far off. Alright, and on top of that primer, I'm just gonna try some of this In Beauty Power Up. I think I only used this in my Ipsy video that I did. So, oh. I like that smell, but the sprayer on it's weird. That must be why I don't use it. So, I'm going to let that dry, and we will get into this Violet Voss Fruit Sorbet palette. I got this off of one of Ipsy's little perk buys too, and I was like, let's try it, shall we? Alright, so I'm going to start out with this BH number 6 from the Festival collection, and there's no names on these shades, but I'm going to dip into this one right here. Pretty much my skin tones, so we're just going to use that to help blend these other shades and see where we go from here. So I told myself I was absolutely not using pink because I don't know why February makes me go pink crazy. So I'm going to take my Sigma E40 and pick up some of, let's do some of this vibrant yellow. Ooh. And oh my god, okay. Possibly picked up entirely too much, but okay. Here we are. So, holy cow. I'm going to start flicking that up kind of towards my brow bone. That's vibrant. BH Pro number 8 into that orangey shade. So anyway, speaking of Ipsy, because I got a lot of these products from Ipsy, I do want to mention I won't have an Ipsy video this month because I skipped out on it at the last minute. Really considering just canceling Ipsy because, I don't know, I don't enjoy it as much as I did when I first started getting it. And I'm pretty sure I could probably find somewhere to get my Dermadelli pumpkin seed oil. If you haven't watched my skincare video and you're curious as to how I take care of my skin, you can go watch that video after this one. But yeah, I don't have the same feeling for Ipsy that I used to, so I was like, I think I'm gonna skip out on it this month and see if I have like FOMO or anything like that. And I haven't seen any Ipsy unboxings yet, so I can't answer that question. I know I had chose I didn't like my second choice, so I was gonna get the Dominique Cosmetics sweater weather and pass it on to one of the girls, but that didn't happen, clearly. So, yeah, we'll just have to see. Go back with that first brush we used in that yellow, that E40. Make sure we're blended. But what do you guys think about Ipsy? I mean, do you feel the same way I do? Like, the ultimate is the only ones who get the really good stuff, or what? I'm going to use this tiny little BH brush. There's no numbers on it anymore. But I'm going to dip into that corally shade right there. But anyway, yeah. I got to where I was feeling like they just made the decision, if you don't have the ultimate, you were just gonna get like the leftover crap, and that doesn't vibe with me. You know what I mean? I was just like, no. I'm just keeping this on this outer V. I didn't feel like cutting some eye tape, so I was like, I'm just gonna wing it just like I did. Speaking of wings, we'll see how my wing goes now that I think about it. These seem to be blending out nicely. What do you guys think? I haven't used a whole lot of violet balls. I have a couple of these little minis from them, but that's about it. What do you guys think of violet balls? I don't know why, but this eye over here never, I don't know, it never looks as good as this eye, maybe because I'm right-handed. What do you guys think? Which eye is bad for you guys? I feel like that orange, that second shade we used is getting lost in here. But I guess that's where we are with it. Let me put some NYX on. Alright, so I have my NYX glitter primer down. I'm going to use my Luxie 245 flat brush. And I'm going to pick up some of this white shimmer here. I just want to see how white this actually, because it actually looks kind of like it has some green reflex in it. And I want to see how it looks on the, oh yeah, that has a lot of green reflect in it. Do you guys see that? Oh my god. That's pretty. Oh, let's see how it looks on camera. Do you guys see like the gold and green, and on my eye you can see a lot of that green reflect coming out. Can't you, Thomas? Can you see that green, Turkey? Ooh. Oh my god, yes. I'm obsessed with this color. You guys. I am so glad I decided to make this video, because I have been sitting on this palette since Summer. Alright, I'm going to take my finger into that vibrant green now, of course. How can I not? And I'm going to stamp that. Just going over that white a little. And then fading it into that outer V. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, I'm obsessed. I do want to mention these shimmers feel so buttery, so smooth. I mean, and look at all that pigmentation still on my finger. I mean, really? Wow. I think I'm going to use my finger and pick up a little bit of that, like, shimmery white green shade just to mesh these together. Stunning. I'm so excited. I'm just going to clean up the little bit of fallout I did get. Actually isn't bad at all. Sharpen up that lash line or makeup line, whatever you want to call it. Just look at that. Alright, so this is another thing that I'm pretty sure I got in my Ipsy. I've kept it upside down. It was the Sugar Wingman Waterproof Micro Liner. It's I'll Be Black. I think that's cute. It seems so dried out to me the first time I used it. But let's see if having it upside down for however long since I used it in the video. Let's see if it helped. I can't believe I just moved my head and done that. Oh, I suck at wings. I'm actually nervous. Yeah, see, it's still, it tried to dry out immediately when I went to flick up. Alrighty then. Okay, so I did have to go in with my Il Masqua one that I got. I think I got this from Ipsy too, and I actually love this. But, yeah, these wings, the more I'm trying to get them even, the worse they're looking. So I'm going to leave that alone, and we're gonna move on to foundation, because, yeah, it's getting, this shit's starting to hit the fan. I didn't say that. Okay, so with my big old bag of samples I got with my skincare back in November, December, something like that, they sent me this sponge. Look at that. I got eyeliner all over me. No! Anyway, they sent me this sponge, and it says for the fullest coverage to use dry, so I'm going to try that. Yeah, and this is the Smashbox Studio Skin Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation, shade 2.1. So, oops, let me wipe that swatch off. That would be interesting. And we're just gonna see how this goes. And hopefully this color doesn't end up too bad. Maybe I'll dampen it for the other side of my face. This color isn't bad. I'm not mad at that color at all. That's weird to try to... Okay, yeah, I'm gonna dampen the sponge. See if I like this any better. Oh no! No! This is like, yeah, you better work fast with this, or it's gonna dry on you. The Becca foundation is real similar. Holy crap. Okay, so this is how things are looking with just that little bit that I put down. It is supposed to be full coverage, so I'm just going to put a tiny bit more to cover some of this stuff up here. And I'm going to put some, because it certainly wasn't blending down my neck at that point. It wasn't happening. And it's not setting on my nose. Let me just glob it on there. That's probably a bad idea. But I won't tell if you don't tell. Alright, I'll tell you how she runs out. Okay, so once you have this foundation down, I mean, you better move quick, because if you try to move this foundation around, it's gonna start separating on you. And yeah, that's what it's trying to do in this spot right here and on my nose. Let me turn down my light. Can you guys see that or no? But okay, let's move on to a concealer. And my sample, actually, I'm going to put some of this. It's called Moroccan Magic Argan and Essential Oil Lip Balm, because my lips are, yeah. I want to get this foundation off of them, because they're dry enough. There we go. I'm going to add some more of this. Okay. Feels good. We'll see how I'll think of it. Okay, so I have the All Nighter by Urban Decay Waterproof Full Coverage Concealer. This is also up to 24-hour wear, and it is a matte finish. So, this one is Light Warm 2.0 to 2.5. Hopefully they gave us enough in these little samples, because they like to not give you enough. Anyway, maybe a brush. Let's use this E60 from Sigma and start putting this down. I think that is looking a little too yellow, so I am going to take that fair shade and I'm going to put a little down on top of this so that I can try to get rid of some of that yellowness, because I'm not vibing with that yellow. And this, just like the foundation, you better work quick with, because she's trying to dry down and be unmovable. Have you guys tried this? What do you guys think of this? Yes, no? I'm gonna say it's matte, but we'll have to see. I'll have to see how it wears throughout the day to have a full opinion, if that makes sense. And that's the concealer. Pretty sure my face is already matte, but we're gonna set it anyway. And for that, I am gonna use this It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder. It says Poreless Finish Airbrush Pressed Powder. Airbrush in a compact, best-selling, award-winning powder formula, blurs the look of imperfections for a flawless finish, universal translucent shade for all skin tones, anti-aging silk, collagen, and antioxidants. Okay, I feel said so. There was a little puff in there, but that's okay. Let's find us a brush, shall we? Let's try this BH number 2. I don't really know what half these brushes are meant for. Come on, makeup artist. But we're gonna get some of that and set her down. I don't bake anymore because I don't think it's working well with my skin. I'm not a 20-year-old kid, so I feel like it just makes me look older. But I still do set my face, so I don't know how much blurring this is doing, but we'll see how well products go on top of this powder and foundation, and got a lot of new stuff going on, so if I don't like something, it's going to be hard to know what it is that made me not like it, if that makes sense. But I don't think this is a bad powder. It's kind of hard to get out of there. But I want to make sure my face is set good. Even though I've been, actually, I don't know. I started my monthly, and I think it is doing weird stuff to me because my skin is so dry today. So this might have been a bad day to do this. I should have maybe tried a luminous one, but here we are. Alright, so I'm going to take a bit more of that spray. That smells like candy. I mean, it really does. Alright, while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to use my Sigma E30 pencil brush. And I'm going to mix me a little combo up here. And buff this all along this lower lash line. What do you guys think? I'm going to take this Luxie 209 large shader and pick up some of that yellow. Because it's kind of a flat brush, see? Oh, I don't want to get carried away again. And just hit the edge of that. I'm going to just take this random brush that I used for my NYX Plus or my NYX glitter look at that transfer. My NYX glitter primer. I hate having hooded eyes, but I'm going to pick up a little bit of that and pop that on the inner corner, I think. Oh yes. Since it had that glitter primer on it, I didn't think I'd need to spray this, and I was right. Isn't that so pretty? I love this shade, you guys. That brightened things up. Okay, let me get an eyeliner. A little crest from ColourPop for that waterline. Brighten these eyes up. Oh yeah, that was a good choice. Alright, now this was a Christmas present for me. I keep trying to do videos on it. I tried a first impression. I thought it was really negative. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Ghost Palette. Long ass name. I like these products. I just don't reach for it a lot because I like to use big fluffy brushes, and you're gonna cross between the shades if you try to do that, so I don't use it a whole lot. Let's see if this will fit. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna take my BH my BH Pro number 2, and I'm going to use this. Let me make sure it's dry. Okay, it's stained, but I'm gonna use this in the bronzer shade in this. I can't. The only thing is in my first impressions, this is almost too dark for me, so I use it. If I'm gonna use it, I use it contour / bronzer situation. If that makes any sense. Because if I do, but see, I just picked up blush on there. Ugh. Only thing that irritates me about, I was so disappointed in the fact that a brush will not fit into this for $80. So I can't bring myself to do a dedicated video just on this product because, I don't know, to me it's not worth $80 because of the hassle every time I use it. But here we are. BH number 3 from the festival collection into this lightest. Let's see, number 2 is finishing powder with diffused light. And I like to hit, because this gives almost like the look like you baked without all that baking. Oh, I don't think I like this foundation and concealer. But here we are. If I can stand to keep it on my face, I'll do a wear test. But so far, so not good. Alright, let's mix a little bit of these 2 cheek blushes. I like to do that with these. I don't think almost any of these. Okay, this one looks like the number 3 from this collection. Almost. I almost did it. This is Royal & Lang Moda Studio, I believe is what it's called. Let's go in with some of this highlight. This highlight is on camera sometimes it looks a little bright, but in person it's really a light highlighter as far as for me goes. So it's not something I would reach for, and it's pinky. You guys know how I feel about pinky highlighters. I'm not a huge fan. I don't use them a whole lot, but as you can see, the highlighter in this is just almost like a natural glow. So if you're about that life, you are gonna love this. Alright, I think I'm gonna use that same brush that I used with the before I buff my face. I'm gonna give it another spritz. Just to make sure all these products melt together. I probably use more setting spray than I need to, but that's the breaks. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry, and yeah, we'll play with after. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buff my face with the finishing powder, the dim light finishing powder. The only place I'm not gonna buff is directly under my eyes where I want it nice and bright. So like I said, I'm gonna use that same brush I used in that powder. No, I'm not. It's too big. See what I'm saying? So frustrating. Okay, so let's use this SL Miss Glam MS04 brush, because I know this fits in here, because this was one of the ones I tried to use in the second video I filmed with this. And buffer. Make sure that setting spray is good and dry before you do this step, because yeah, you don't want to move anything around. I'm going to avoid my nose too, because products are not wanting to set right. I'm going to try maybe a luminous primer with this foundation. Obviously, I don't have another sample of the concealer, but I'm going to try maybe like the Urban Decay Stay Naked or something like that, just to see if it makes the foundation set better on my nose, because my nose is looking pretty bad. Let's see. Can you guys see that? Anyway, usually it takes a couple hours for my nose to start looking like that, but this one's already looking like that. So another product I have had forever that I thought I might like, but I never really got around to filming with, are these lashes. I got these lashes off the Wish app. I think one of the kids stole a pair, but yeah, because you know, I was trying to be creative with videos and stuff, and anyway, let's see. That is such a strange band. It's almost like the glue is so heavy. Anyway, let me trim these and get them drying, and I just ruined this pair. I'll be right back. So if I had to guess what happened with these lashes, it was when I tried to take them off, they probably fell apart because they have way too much glue on them for what's pretty much a non-existent band. I mean, it is a really tiny band. So I probably was like, especially since I know I got these back when I first started using lashes, I was probably like, no, thank you. Alright, so let's let these dry. God help us. I today am retrying out my, I believe it is, yeah, Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive, because I'm almost out of my velour and I didn't feel like fighting with it today. So okay, I want to try out this. I've used it before, but I want to see how much of a difference it really makes to you guys. This is the Lancome Lash Booster XL, It's supposed to be like a lash primer. I got it in one of my Sephora Play boxes, which I canceled that too. I've just had it with subscription boxes, except for BoxyCharm, because there's always more than one thing in my BoxyCharm that I enjoy. And I got to where with Ipsy, a lot of times there was one thing in there that I was like, hey, I kind of like this. And they stopped giving us palettes, and that's my main thing that I want with a subscription box, is the eyeshadow palettes. Okay, so you're supposed to get this on and then put the mascara right on top of it without letting it dry. So I'm going to use the Lancome Excessive Black Noir mascara. I don't remember how I felt about this either. I think I got this in a Sephora thing as well. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. What do you guys think? That's one coat of mascara on top of that lash primer. I don't remember how I felt about this mascara, but it must have not been the one I liked a lot. I like the Big Monsieur one. That one's pretty cool. Anyway, think the lash primer made a difference on my sad little lashes? I don't know. Let me get the rest of it put on, and we'll, God help us, try to put these lashes on. I remember what I didn't like about this. When you go to try to put a second coat, it really starts clumping your lashes. So, anywho. Alright, now against my better judgment, let's give it a shot, shall we? No, I forgot I had that stupid glue from the damn packaging on. Ugh. Okay. Do these look like two different lashes to you guys? Okay. Note to self, which I probably already did. This note to self, not to buy lashes off the Wish app. But here we are. God help us. Alright, so I pulled my bangs down because as you can see, I had sprayed them to go to the store this morning. Anyway, how about I use, hold that thought. Okay, so I wiped off that lip balm, which I kind of like that lip balm. And I'm going to use, I think, let's see. Let's use this Illamasqua coloring lip crown pencil type situation. Do we have a shade on here? It's a light pink. For the love of God, this video is going to be 100 years long. I'm going to fill in my lips with these. And I'm going to go over this with some of this Milani lip plumping gloss in Sparkling Pink 12. I got this idea from one of my daughter's best friends, and thank you, B. Just so you know, I love this stuff. I use it pretty much every day. But let me fill my lips in, and we'll put this on. Okay. Let's use this Milani. You guys are gonna love this. It's $8, so it's not exactly cheap, but it's not expensive either in the scheme of lip gloss. What do you guys think? It's not a heavy plumper either. Like, it feels tingly and cooling, but not like I want to burn your lips off. What do you guys think? Anyway, I seriously don't know how I feel about these lashes. But anyway, this is the full face all done. What do you guys think? I think the standout product for me would be this palette. Because, yes, I love this eye look. But anyway, there's a couple products here that I definitely am interested in trying out again. Like I said, my nose is already looking pretty bad, but I'll try to do a couple check-ins today. If nothing else, I'll do a final check-in tonight. I will really try to remember. Sometimes my nights get hectic here. But yeah. Yeah. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap up this, and we'll come back in a little while for some check-ins. Thomas is jealous and he needs some love. He needs a love. Don't need a love? I wish you could see his face. Anyway, I'll see you in a little bit, okay? Well, it is almost 9:30, so I've had this on for about 10 hours. You can see a little bit of my oils coming through, and you can see that wiped off pretty easy. You have to ignore my chin. Thomas demanded love all night. But my nose is looking pretty bad. It's definitely broke up on my nose. I am going to try this tomorrow, I think, with my hourglass, because hourglass seems to work great. But this eyeshadow, I'm surprised with my NYX glitter primer that it doesn't look better than it does. But like I said, Thomas was demanding some love today. Anyway, on that note, bye guys. I'll let you know in the comments how it wore. Alright, so that is going to do it for another Teresa Tries Tutorials. Let me know what you think of these products, how you think they went on. I added a little bit of purple under my eyes because I thought it was missing something, so I added some of this purple. What do you guys think? Anyway, let me know what you think about Ipsy, Sephora Play, all that good stuff. I'd love to hear from you down in the comments. If you made it this far in my video, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. I hope you'll take the time to like this video, and if you're new here, subscribe to my channel, because I'd love to have you around for future videos so Thomas can drive someone nuts besides just me all day. Just kidding. Anyway, yeah. I hope you're having a wonderful night or day wherever you are. Lots of love for me and Thomas to all of you. And we will see you on the next Teresa Tries Tutorials. Bye, guys. Mwah.